Good fucking morning. I'm really fucking tired. It's okay though, we're here to provide advice for the people. Hello, Ohasara, yes, it's me. Good morning. How are you all trucking along? Yeah, I didn't wake up this early either. But look, Sara's got it in her head. She's got this crazy idea that she's gonna do 2 streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I've gotta fucking go along with it. Because it's fucking January. My 1 month of the year to take center stage. Well, here we fucking go. Oh, man. Okay. I know it's only about an hour earlier than I usually do, but that hour counts. That hour fucking counts, you know? Yeah, come sit down and have a bevy. The way this is gonna work, now I've never used this before, but I'm gonna use the Q&A function in YouTube. So start populating your questions there. So what would you like Jinn's advice on? Start Q&A. How's that go? See view questions and choose which ones to answer. Okay. Oh, there we go. Yep, I see it. Oh, I can then pin the question that I'm answering. Okay, I see. So I'm just gonna wait for the questions to start rolling in. Oh, I super. Yeah, sorry, you're jumping the gun there. I'll read it out anyway while I'm waiting for people to put questions in. I was thinking of getting a Sara and Jinn tattoo for my birthday this year, possibly. Should I? And if yes, where on my body should I get it? Now, I love a good tat. Tats are great, you know. If you want to get a Sara and Jinn one, that's totally fine by me. But where on the body? I don't know. What wait, no, Sara has never gotten a tattoo in her life. So she doesn't know which one's the least painful. I think I don't know, like of myself, I think I'd be like, yeah, manly, go fucking hard. But if it was Sara, she'd say, which is the least painful? I don't want it to hurt. I don't know what people who actually have tattoos tell me what your conventional wisdom. I'm gonna phone a friend here. What is your, like, most people start with like the arm or something, right? Like arm, leg, a limb. Go out on a limb. Yeah, arm but snakes have no arms. It's gotta be on the torso. It hurts. It hurts good? Okay, alright. Easy now. Yeah, so I'm personally, I've got no fucking clue about tattoos, but you know, a lot of them look. Oh, the fallback yuck is a style tattoo of Sara and Jinn's a good idea. Because yeah, personally, no experience with tattoos. I know. You'd think Jinn rocking a few tats, but I'm just reading through the chat before I look at the questions in the Q&A. But Secrenet, is this real? Do you actually need love advice? Because I am the person to come to. Study abroad and doesn't believe in long distance relationships. What should I do? Just give up? Is this a copy pasta? I mean, is this a copy pasta? I feel like, why does it feel like I've read this on Reddit or something? Like, yeah. It is long. Damn it! There I was going like, oh, this is juicy. And I was like, no, wait, I've totally read this before. I've read this before. There's a fucking copy pasta. Alright. It's not? Wait, it's not real or it's not? Wait, okay, let me answer it as if it was real. Yeah, it's real or no it's not for is this copy pasta? And then you've actually got a love dilemma and I actually have to solve a love dilemma in my chat. Because I'm not qualified for this. I don't 100% real. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, our long distance relationships. Who here has experience of that? Let me make something up as if I was Jinn. Okay, well, you know, I once loved a lovely snake from a different country, and you know, she was lovely and exotic. She was, what's a snake that's not found in Australia? You know, she was a non-Australian snake. Yeah, feisty American rattlesnake. But you know, we kind of drifted apart. I don't know. I've never thought really about long distance relationships. But I think it would be tough. It would be tough, especially if they don't believe in them. Like, is that what they're trying? It kind of feels like they're trying to say, I think we should break up, or I think we should you know, not be seeing each other while I'm away. How long? How long are they going to be away for? Like, it's different if you're studying abroad for like 6 months versus a year. Like 6 months, theoretically, you could probably keep it going. Like, I actually have a couple of friends who are in this 4 years. Oh, 4 years abroad. Oh my god. That's a tough one. Because you're going to be completely different people in 4 years. And like, I think it only works if you're both on the same page, really. Like, for me, I reckon you gotta have that same story in mind, you know? You gotta be thinking about that shared journey. But I think your paths are about to divulge. If going abroad and focusing on themselves is what they want to do, like, you've also got to think about yourself. Like, would it still be good or healthy for you to keep pursuing this relationship long distance, if they're not on the same page about it? Like, I don't know. I think that would be, but I don't have emotions involved. You have emotions involved. So it's not like I can say, oh, you just gotta, you know, if you love them, let them go. But, for me, I just think that would be the deal breaker. Like, I think I'd be a different person in 4 years' time. I probably will. Like, even though I'm a fucking legend today, Jinn, fucking legend, who knows who I'll be in 4 years. And I don't know if they'll be the same person either, so. But it's a tough one. It's a tough situation. If you're both willing to make it work. If you're both willing to make it work, then give it a go. But if one person's not willing, then there's your answer. Pretty much. I changed a lot in 2 years. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pass it onto the floor. Who here has been in a long distance relationship or is in a long distance relationship currently and it's working? Do you have any suggestions or tips on how to make it work? But I feel like it's also different. Like, if it starts off as a long distance relationship, like if the relationship is already a long distance relationship from the start, it's probably a lot different to the situation where, you know, you're seeing each other, you're seeing each other in person first and then it goes long distance. I only lasted 2 months before she dumped me for someone else. It simply does not work. Keep at it. See, some rays of hope in here as well. Don't. It was a month before she moved to my country. Okay, yeah, I feel like it's a different ball game when it's someone that you meet, like that you meet online first, or you meet long distance first, and then like once you actually meet each other, it usually, like, I don't know. I've watched enough 90 Day Fiance. I've watched enough 90 Day Fiance to see that it usually moves pretty quickly once they do meet. We see each other in person for some months. That's what makes it so hard, you know? But, like, yeah, if you think you're gonna regret it by not trying to pursue it, like, if you think, I want to at least say that I gave it my solid crack, and that, you know, I gave it my all, and if it still doesn't work out, then I can still say I gave it my all. Then, you know. It's one thing to be callous and say, oh, save yourself the heartbreak, but, you know, if you don't want to have any regrets, then maybe give it a try. If it still doesn't work out, then at least you tried it. Don't show them your crack. That's also another thing I'd say. Tell you my friend's relationship started off as long distance. Now they live together and it's not working out. Oh no, that's even worse. Oh, that's what you don't want. A lot of calls and the occasional visit to each other, but it was a huge time commitment to visit. I said no to a girl when I was 15 and never gotten over it. I went... Man, I mean, I can't believe you even give the option. I went the entire way through high school. My prime teenage romance years. Nothing. Nada. Not a single one. Oh, man. That's what you do when you send your snake to an all-boys school. And your Sara to an all-girls school. There's way less, there's way less, as Sara tells it, way less Yuri romance in an all-girls school than you'd think. That's something I've never gotten over, like, you know, you have the prime, like, you know, high school sweetheart phase, nothing, nada. Look, to my parents' credit, focused on my studies. Even St. Enrique's had a hetero relationship. Exactly. Oh man. Alright, let's read some of these other questions. Next one, I'm gonna pin this. I'm gonna pin this one. Oh, what am I doing? Okay. Select question. Alright, we sometimes get vipers on the yard. How should I go about dealing with them? Do they prefer tea or coffee, rodents, insects, or maybe something vegetarian? Just have a chat, really. All you gotta do is, gotta have a nice man-to-man with the vipers in the yard and just say, you need to stop coming around here. Like, you can't be turning up and expecting hospitality. In my private property, you should shove off. Yeah, Secretnet, best of luck with it. I know it's a tough situation. Like, honestly, I wish I could provide better advice, but I don't know if I'm fortunate or unfortunate enough to have not been in that situation. Because, like, obviously, if you got a good thing with this person, then, you know, you don't want to regret it. But it also feels like you're probably moving into different phases of your life, and that's something that's hard to reconcile. So, But yeah, definitely, like, if you want to piss them off, you'd throw a bit of falafel at them. So don't do something vegetarian. But if you do want to make friends, then just chuck them a VB. You know? Just crack open a cold one with the boys in the backyard, and that's about it. That's all you got to do. Yeah. Oh, sorry, mate. Quick killers. Sara's not here today. It's me, Jinn. So, yeah, unfortunately, if you want to catch some Sara, come back for control later on today. But right now, it's all right, man. I need to talk about someone at least. Good to hear different opinions. Yeah, it's always good to have a support network. I'm actually a little rubbish at the love questions myself, but all I can do is draw on from my years of reading r/relationships and judging people. Yeah, definitely. No, Sara also never dated in school, and she's very sad about it. She did a whole presentation about how she hates high school romance anime because it's unrealistic and it just makes her feel bad. But yeah, no, sorry, like, if you just gotta, one, have a chat, two, piss them off by throwing something like a falafel at them, or if you want to make friends, throw a VB. That's how you deal with the rodents. Okay. Oh, some of these questions hard to choose. Okay, here we go. Select question. Jinn, I want to have a Naga Lamia girlfriend, but as you will no doubt notice, I do not have a Naga Lamia girlfriend. As a snack, what is your advice on acquiring a snack girlfriend? Well, by virtue of my son Shane working at a KFC, he actually inherited the non-snake gene. So I've got no advice. I've only dated ladies. In fact, I think, like, I don't know if it's hypocritical of me, but I think that's fucking weird. So I cannot tell you how to acquire a snack girlfriend, especially one with a snake tail. But I don't know, your local zoo. I gotta ask, like, what is the appeal? What is the appeal of, you know, the girl top and the snake bottom? Like, what is the snussy like? What is the appeal? What is the attraction there? Wouldn't you rather have the snake part on top and the lady part on the bottom? Yeah, no one ever goes for the girl bottom. The ability to talk to the girl top. What about a girl? What about one with action? What about a girl with, wow, okay, it might be a bit controversial, human legs. Yeah, I want to see the snitties. There needs to be more snake top, female, like human bottom. And like fucking Dark Souls. It needs to be like the Sen's Fortress enemies. Sometimes you want some bit of spice in your life. Just go fucking rock climbing. I don't... Like, you don't have to. Snake tails are very flexible. For what? They're not fucking, oh, unless they're fucking you, like. like, if you say you just want to get pegged by the snake tail, then just like come out and say it, like. Jesus Christ. Yeah, all I can say is maybe check your nearest zoo, your nearest mythical repository. No, all it up. There's just in rejecting like, I can promise you that the fucking snake girl isn't restricting you because she loves you. She's doing it so she can fucking swallow you whole, and not in the sexy way. Look, it's the one thing about Sara's casting that is was probably not you know 100% you know, good about it. She's got to have this internal bias against snakes because she was never really into snakes before becoming Sara. You see, I mean, becoming a Vtuber, she was always Sara and always had a snake. She just, you know, was nonplussed about me. Oh yeah, she, like, from what I've heard, she has a healthy respect for them. Wouldn't approach one in the wild though. She believes they should be she believes they shouldn't be caged. They should be wild animals, and they should just be able to live their lives. They're just enjoying their lives, and she's cool with that. She's cool with them, you know, just enjoying their lives. The waters crumble a bit. Nah, it's fucking knocked down at this point. They sometimes go months without food. Yeah, Jinn's been domesticated. It's not just because I'm a snake, it's because I'm also a dead set legend. So, I'm gonna close this question. Thank you, Logan, for the fucking weird question. Okay, Starbo. What is this? I can't think of a question. Jinn, what should I ask Jinn? That was it. That's actually the question. That I would ask Jinn myself. I can't think of a question. Jinn, what should I ask Jinn? And then, if you keep asking that, it's cyclical, just like an Ouroboros. We're just going to keep going in circles. With Jinn, what should I ask Jinn? Well, Starbo, what should I ask Jinn? Yeah, I know I'm kink shaming. And I know you all give me shit for my... actually, no, I have absolutely no proclivities. I'm just into regular human women. Sara, who's the fucking weirdo. Absolute Link has asked, hi Jinn, I've been getting poor sleep lately. Any advice for that? My advice is to go to bed earlier, you fucking dumbass. I think this is a fucking easy question. Just sleep more, dummy. Nah, I'm just playing with you. Sleep hygiene is actually a really important question. I'd like to thank you. Link, for bringing it up. Yeah, just sleep more, GG easy. Oi. Okay. Sleep hygiene, actually something that I've done a little bit of reading on recently. Now, what they say is that if you're having bad quality sleep, make sure, okay, there's a couple of things you can do to improve your sleep hygiene. One, is your bedroom just a bedroom, or does it include your PC, a TV, like other devices, stuff like that? Your bedroom should just be a bedroom. Like, it should just be a place for sleep. So your brain knows when you're in there, don't get overstimulated. So it does, like, so if you want to improve, like, that's one step to improving your sleep quality, is like, bedroom is a place for sleep. Now, second thing you can do, stop using a phone. I know this is, I don't do this. I have terrible sleep hygiene in this respect, but don't use your phone or keep your phone in the bedroom when you're sleeping. So, like, don't use your phone for about an hour before you want to go to sleep. The bedroom is not for eating chicken. Occasionally chicken eaten. So you can, only once a month though, because other than that it can disrupt the sleep hygiene. But a little bit of chicken as a treat in bed is fine. But yeah, you don't want to, because like, you want to try and avoid it by keeping the phone out of your bedroom when you're sleeping. You avoid the compulsive notion of picking up your phone as soon as you wake up and scrolling. But again, do as I say, not as I do. This morning, literally, I mean, I use my phone as an alarm, so when it goes off, I was like, okay, time to check Twitter, as if that's good for me. Anyway. Yeah, you can have, like, you know, just the chicken corner in the bed. It's a little treat. But those are two ways that you can actually improve your sleep hygiene. I know... Yeah, I know that it's, like, easier said than done. But, you know, if you're really serious about, like, getting good quality sleep, then, you know, you might need to take some drastic measures. Wow, that was actually some reasonable advice. What the fuck? Okay. Hammerchuckery's got a good question here. Food, $100 data, $100 rent, 1,200. VTubers, 3,500. Utility, 150. Please help me with my monthly budget. I'm languishing. Spend less on VTubers. That's, or spend less on rent and more on so, no. Well, okay. Thank you for the meme. You should also spend less on VTubers, more on candles. But thank you, Hammerchuckery. That's all I can say. Spend more on candles. Where have we got here? Should I make a Jinn tulpa to go along with my Sara want to keep her company? Like, isn't the whole theory, like, you be the one keeping Sara, the Sara one company. Like, we don't need the Jinn one. If you really, like, I mean, if you think she's gonna get lonely without Jinn, maybe Jinn will be easy to make first. He's a one-dimensional character, that's for sure. So, you know, if you just want something to practice on, then a ill-conceived bogan snake probably is. I don't know, do they get lonely? I don't know. I've only, like, I remember reading some articles about this many years ago, so I actually know what this is about, but like I only know it is like a concept. So he was one-dimensional, but he knows a lot about sleep. That's where he's actually a fully fleshed out character. That is a fully fleshed out character. Imagine talking to just one person all the time, you want to talk to other people, right? Well, I just talk to chat and you're one entity, but with many different personalities. Yeah, that's probably why I've become so isolated and weird. Okay, no, close that one up. What were you doing last night on my backyard with all those Carlton six packs? Having a fucking good time. Next question. Best cup of coffee to make. Hot one? Like, actually, no. There is a technical answer that can be given with this. Best cup of coffee to make. I like making, you know, white coffees. So that means like, you know, flat whites or latte, like coffees with milk. I'm not a black coffee drinker. It's just it's like drinking sad water. If you're drinking black coffee, you're just drinking sad water, really. Now, if you ever go to a place that, you know, does like lattes, cappuccinos, flat whites, you know, any of those, it's the same thing. Except, you want to know what the difference is? Like, they're all this. They'll taste the same. Cappuccino usually has a little bit of chocolate on top. Latte usually kind of served in that latte glass, generally. It's all just the amount of foam on the top. If you want more milk than milk foam, flat white. If you want kind of like a even, like a moderate amount of foam on the top, not too much, still only about maybe like a quarter of the glass, latte. If you want quite a foamy coffee with the little chocolate sprinkles on top, cappuccino. There you go. If you're ever wondering what's the difference between these, any they'll all taste the same. Oh no, one-dimensional but knows a lot about sleep and coffee. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome teaching you about coffee, yeah. I mean, who here actually, like, what do you usually drink for coffee? Like, I think I offended some of the people who I was like, it's just bad water for the black coffee. But do you, honestly? Are you honestly out there drinking black coffee? Just drink some water, Jesus Christ. If it's just for the caffeine, drink some water and have a caffeine pill. You're either lactose intolerant you dislike straight water. I drink black instant coffee. Black instant coffee, oh my gosh. It's for the ritual. You can make it an even more pleasant ritual by adding some milk to that. I like my coffee like me, bitter. Does it feel like do you feel like some sort of, you know, writer in the 50s at a cafe sipping your Americano? Straight, wow, so many black coffee drinkers here. Black isn't decaffeinated coffee, then you're really just drinking it for the taste. Alright, next question. Should I quit my job to seek fame and fortune, run around the bush hunting crocs like a certain Dundee? In this economy, I just don't think that in 2024, it's no longer the climate to be running around the bush. Like, one, because it's bloody hot. But two, like, there's no job security there now. Like, back in the day, you could be an Aussie larrikin and there's job security in that. Nowadays, it's like, oh no, you gotta, get a real job. So, it's hard to be an Aussie larrikin nowadays, honestly. Like, that's why I had to turn to the doll. Because there were no more jobs for people like me running around the bush hunting critters. So, yeah. Get them gators walking on the streets. So it's just, it's hard times for people with that skill set. Very hard times. You can't do it in the year 2024 anymore. Alright. The next question, Wolfram asks, let's say my negative emotions upset someone, and that person feels wronged. Don't I have the right to my own emotions? How should I deal with that? A serious question. Everyone fucking shitting it up in the chat. Oh man, okay, let's break this one down. So, let's say my negative emotions upset someone, that person feels wrong. Don't I have the right to my own emotions? How should... No, I understand this, because I have had disagreements with people before where either my negative emotions or their negative emotions have upset the other person. But yeah, the second part is very correct. You do have the right to your own emotions. So you don't have to necessarily apologize, but you should still try and come to an understanding. Like, it's not necessarily something that you should then feel like, oh no, I upset this person because I was upset. Now I can no longer be upset because now they own the upsetness. That's not how it works. Like, you know, just as you have the right to your own emotions, they have the right to theirs. Yes, if it was a cause and effect that, you know, your upsetness made them upset, then now you're both upset. Okay, you've got issues there to sort out. You got something that you got to communicate about. What if I feel wronged in that sense? Like, you feel wronged that they feel wronged? Yeah, some people will do it as a manipulation tactic, not allow you to feel upset. But I think in that sort of case, you're just going to be, like... Because this is a tough one. Like, you know, I don't think I'm an excellent, like... I don't think... When it comes to close interpersonal relationships, I don't think I'm excellent at this. I keep a lot of people at arm's length so I don't have to deal with these sorts of situations. But I've definitely encountered this before, and just trying to think of how, like, gotta rack my brains to think about how, if at all, it was resolved. But or like, what is the... Yeah, Jinn multiple divorce, he's bad at relationships. Yeah. I guess it depends on... Is there... Okay, there's a few things... There's like... It's a few things that you have to think about. One, your relationship to this person. Is this a person that you... Like, let's say that, you know, we did talk about manipulation tactics. Is this a pattern, a repeat pattern? Or was there a valid reason for you both feeling upset? Was there something like, okay, you might have had the initial catalyst of being upset. You've had negative emotions in some way that has caused you to feel negative and upset. Another person gets upset by it. They feel wronged by it. So we've got that initial situation. But we need to think about what is the underlying catalyst to these. It's not a repeating pattern. Okay, so maybe there's something if it's not a repeating pattern, then they're not weaponizing it. So there's probably then a sort of issue that needs to be discussed there. Like, why at that moment, like, you still own your ability to be upset. Like, no one should be able to take that away from you until it's resolved. But then it's up to, the onus is on both of you then to communicate it out and find out why you were feeling that way. Let's say, you know, you were upset for whatever reason, but it's been, maybe it's like a resentment that's been building up, but they got disproportionate, like it seemed to be like that negativity made them disproportionately upset. They might have had also something going on. I think that it's important to sort of go through the underlying issues, because I don't think that like usually I feel like when someone feels wronged by the negative emotions, there's something else going on there. Like, if it's not used as like a weaponizing, like, I'm not letting you feel upset because I need to win the upset Olympics, then that's usually a them problem. At that moment, you might want to be seeing if there's a pattern of toxic behavior going on. But if like they've gotten upset at you feeling upset, is there something deeper going on there? Like, is there a reason why, because you were upset, they felt that they should now feel, you know, negativity too? And it might not even be related to you. Like, it might be something going on completely separate in their life, and this was just the straw that broke the camel's back, and they were just like, oh man, one more thing. Can't straight up ask or try to get under your skin. Yeah, you have to, I think there needs to be some delicacy, and you also just need to have a good, like, you really have to have that fostered, built up, good communication with that person. Like, I've experienced this with, like, you know, even talking with, like, me and Steckman fight a lot. I don't want to say, like, fight, but, like, sometimes we have, like, especially when I still lived at home, I remember that, like, you know, there'd be disagreements and stuff, and we'd both get upset over something, and then we'd have to come back later, and we'd have to go, like, okay, why were we feeling so angry about something? So, but that's only because, you know, you have years of building up the ability to communicate with them. If it's someone that you're still trying to work that out with, it's tough to know the way to get past the initial hurt. But, you know, you got to keep trying, and you got to keep thinking, like, depending on what sort of, like, if it's like, let's say if it's a family or a friendship relationship, like, these are usually connections that you want to keep fostering. So even if it's hard, and even if it doesn't quite work out the way that you want it to, you got to still make that leap to communicate. I know this is fucking too deep. I'm not a qualified therapist. This is just my own thoughts on the subject. And I know that it's like, it's easy enough to say, like, oh, just communicate, but I know it's fucking tough. It's fucking tough to communicate, isn't it? Like, it's especially when you've got that wall up inside you that's like, I don't know how to say this to this person. Like, I don't want to make it worse, and I don't know how to make it better, but I know I've got to do something, but maybe it's easy to just say nothing. Right? Like, I think that's where a lot of relationships that could have pushed past, you know, a regular level fall apart. Like, when people give up on the tough parts of communicating. Yeah, it does require both people to be thinking, hey, this is something that they need to come to the reasoning that this is worth fighting for. Like, this is worth fighting through the tough parts of communication so we get back to good. It's not an easy task, and, you know, if you are actually dealing with this in some way in your personal life, it's actually a very tough situation. But I'd like to, maybe I'll leave it with this, like, because it's not something that I could easily resolve. A snake on the fucking internet could tell you what to do, but consider your relationship with that person. Is it worth fighting for? Like, is it worth fighting through the hard parts of you know, the communication beast? because then in that case, like, don't give up in trying to resolve it. Like, stand your ground as well. Like, know that, like, I am feeling upset and this deserves, like, you deserve it to, your own self deserves the chance to resolve your emotions. Now, okay, let's go on to some less serious questions. How about this one? Black and brown in an outfit, yay or nay? It's an absolute nay. Like, what is Sara even thinking wearing that get-up? Looks fucking awful. Alright. Yeah, good luck with it, Wolfram. Like, honestly, if you do... If there are some learnings that you're happy to share with the class, once, like, you know, if it gets resolved or if it doesn't get resolved, we'd love to hear it. Like, honestly, I'm invested. But Professor Jinn, what's the best way to reconcile the incompatibilities between Einsteinian physics and quantum scale phenomenon, like the Copenhagen interpolation and Podolsky's lemma? Show your math, please. Fuck off. Okay, next one. Should I wake up at 5 in the morning tomorrow just so I can watch Sara's stream? Red Bull breakfast yummy. Only if you want to. Honestly, I never want anyone not... I never want anyone feeling like they have to, you know, miss out on something just to watch me. So if you have... You know, if you do have to get to sleep, if you've got work, if you've got a hot date, if you've got a family thing, if you've got a dinner, or if you've got, I don't know, any sort of amount, like, if it's literally anything else that you would rather do or have to do other than watch me, then do that. There's VODs. So, honestly, it's fine. Oh, I'm literally going down in order, so everyone's question is getting read, except I'm so sorry. Pope Naya, there is a question that is stuck. Your first question, which I can't see, is stuck behind the Q&A panel in YouTube. It's really badly optimized. So, so yeah, everyone is actually just going in order, which, like, if you were just first in best dressed, really. So I'm literally just going through the questions in order, but there is one question I have not been able to pick because it's stuck behind the question box, and it was if you asked a question at the very start of the stream, Pope Naya, but I haven't been able to click it. So yeah, sorry. If you want to ask it again later on, I'll probably get down to it. Oh yeah, everyone's just getting read in order, so it's honestly like if you just yeah, it's fine, I don't remember it, all good. Alright, now, Demon Warrior, what would you consider the perfect day for you? If you have a weekend free and don't have to worry about anything, if it was a weekend for yourself. Oh, fucking... hookers and blow. Just like a fucking rager for the weekend. I want to be like, I want to be completely fucking rooted by the end of it. Like, I want to be done. I want to be like, you know, I want to have a massive bender and then just be like legit smashed for Monday at the job I don't have. Like, just buck wild. Hey Jinn, do you know how to teach me how to change the oil on my 2008 Nissan Murano? Yes, I do. So the first thing you're gonna have to do is, do you have a computer or a phone, by any chance with you? So first of all, you got to get your computer or your phone. Then what you're going to do is you're going to navigate your way to YouTube. So you're going to go to the YouTube app. You're going to type in how to change the oil on my 2008 Nissan Murano, and then some guy with too much time on their hands and is also a bloody legend, will have already recorded exactly how to change the oil on your 2008 Nissan Murano. Okay, there we go. Literally anything I need to do around the house, I check if there's a YouTube video. When I needed to do the fucking gap filling in me fucking unit, YouTube. Needed to figure out how to get the I have one of those a sink with, like, you know, the drain plug is one of those like button ones, like you push it down to put the plug and then you push it again and it pops up like a pop-up drain plug. It was fucking stuck. YouTube. Got it out in 2 minutes. Amazing. Anything handy, YouTube. What version of It's Not You, It's Me would you recommend? Okay, Mr. Beautyface has asked, what version of It's Not You, It's Me would you recommend? What other versions are there? All I can think of, it's like, yep, I've gone and fucked it. Like... what about it's not you, it's you. No, it's not me. It's not the universe. It's you. I'm just in a crazy time in my life right now. It's not you, darling, it's me. I have standards. Ouch. You, me, it's not it. Yeah, it's not you, but I really need to have an oil change on my Nissan. It's not you, it's us. Hello, Sara. I love Australian accents, both women and men. How do I develop a sexy Australian accent so I can record myself and give myself an eargasm? Oh, is there like I wonder if there'd be any, you know how like you can have voice changes to like change between like pitches and stuff? Do voice changes exist? Wait, no, I've got a solution. So what you're going to do is you're going to record a voice bank of you doing, like, you know, every syllable a la Vocaloid Miku. You just get enough voice samples, feed it into one of those AI, like, creative voice things and just be like, okay, this voice, but with an Australian accent, there you go. There you go. Start, you know, erotic role-playing with your AI self. Dunskies. Hey Jin, how do you advance a career if you don't want to be stuck in management instead of enjoying the actual practical work? Does it look like I have a fucking career? Advance a career. What the fuck are you doing? I don't know, just be like, don't promote me to management. I don't want to be in management. Like, just do a shit job at everything except practical work until they just pigeonhole you there, and then, you know, never have to worry about it. Like, you know, this sounds a bit like a humble brag. Like, oh man, I'm so good at managing. They just made me a manager. Oh no. Oh no, how do I ever get back to the practical grunt work? Well, for some of us snakes about jobs, then, you know, this sounds like a fucking non-issue, really. Just look them right in the eye and say, don't promote me. Yeah, I don't know, just get them to pay you more in your regular role instead of having to do, you know, management shit. How many darkies of robots does Sara have? No, oh, she only has a darkie of herself, which is fucking weird, but, you know, alright. But you know what I read? I might have been browsing today. I fucked up yesterday, and I saw. Okay, this isn't necessarily robot darkies, but this is probably why it would not be good to have a billion robot darkies lying around. I was reading this today. I fucked up, which was about this guy who was, you know, has had a pretty big house. Was hosting. His sister was getting married. Was hosting a the bride, well, the family for the wedding. So it was an upcoming wedding. Offered his house to host the family, extended family. You know, parents, aunts, uncles, all that, for his sister's wedding. Now, reasonable enough, but this man also had the proclivity to collect real dolls. So this man had about 7. And now I'm gonna see if I can find the post, because it's important for me to get these details right. Let me read it out to you. Where is it? Here we go. So you're different from fake dolls. No, it's like literally like a brand name, real doll. He's capitalized it. Okay. So he's been told, like, he thinks that his family is coming over on Thursday morning. This is important. So, you know, he has a lot. His house can sleep about 10 people comfortably. Bedroom on the main floor adjacent to the kitchen and the entertainment space. This will be relevant shortly. I'd been told for months on end that my guests would be arriving Thursday morning. I'd hired a maid to clean the entire house top to bottom on Tuesday, with the exception of my bedroom, which I prefer to clean myself. Now, cut to Wednesday morning before work. I was wanting to blow off some steam before the extended family arrive, and I had quite a morning with my extensive collection. I own 7 real dolls with costumes ranging from Zero Suit Samus to Queen Maeve to Rey Skywalker. I cosplay dress all my real dolls. Laugh if you want, but it's my thing and totally drama-free until this week, unlike real women. And look, I bloody get it. I bloody get it. Real women can be, you know, just whoa, relationships, right? Okay. As real as the dolls are, providing them with costumes and fictional personalities has been incredible for my sex life. Again, this habit hurts no one, hygienic and bereft of complications. Look, I cannot begrudge this man. 7 is a bit much though. But I cannot begrudge this man because you know, there's no drama. There's no, yeah, I understand it. You don't have any fucking drama. But this is where he fucks up. Like, this is where I'm like, bro, you should have, you know, you gotta deal with this better. Like, I have absolutely no issue with that part. This is the part that, you know, this is the issue. So I knew I had the house to myself Wednesday, so my plan was to clean up after work. I'd finished multiple times. It was quite the mess. I'd muted the wedding group chat at work that day because the messages had become incessant. Upon returning from work, I saw multiple cars in my driveway. Said fact honestly didn't register until I recognized my aunt's Tesla. I walk into my house, and everyone is quiet. My mum, my dad, my cousins, aunts and uncles. I greeted them briefly and rushed into my room to find all 7 dolls stuffed into my master closet and my bed made. I lock my door, go into the bathroom in a sheer panic. In the group chat, I discovered that everyone had arrived a day early due to a miscommunication, and that my parents had come over and let them all in at the same time. Which means everyone saw my post-solo orgy cosplay real doll collection. I texted my mum saying I had a long day and was too tired to entertain. She replied with a thumbs up, and she never ever uses emojis. I drank half a fifth of whiskey and passed out. Still have no idea who cleaned up the mess and who exactly saw what. This has been the worst and most awkward weekend of my life. The entire wedding was dead silent through my entire speech at the rehearsal dinner. Too long didn't read, I had a real doll orgy and got busted big time. Oh man. Like that hurt me. It actually hurt me because it was like, again, absolutely no issues with like what this man does in his free time. That's his time. That's, you know, that's Willy time. That's a Simpsons reference I'm not literally referring to as penis. But leaving him out, not checking the group chat, like, you know, anyone could do it. Like, that's the worst part, is that it's like, you know, this is an honest mistake. But, oh my god. Like, you just feel embarrassed for him. Like, you feel bad for him. But yeah, that's what I was thinking when you said how many darkies of robots does Sara have, and I was like, I'll never have, you know, public darkies just out, because it's like, that'll be me one day, forgetting that I told them that they could come over. You know, let Snackma and Snackpapa come in, they have a key, just walk on in, see like, you know, darkies in a state and undress. Oh man. It was, yeah, that hurt me to read. Hurt me to read. I actually was like, speaking, okay, this is a weird tangent, but I actually, I read an interesting article about, like, a man who people send broken real dolls to be fixed up. And I was like, how is there a market for this? Like, how does this exist? But no, there is like literally people and services that, you know, will fix real dolls. And I was like, how would they need to be fixed? They're literally just like a fucking doll, they're silicone. But no, people will apparently be way too rough with them, and then it can actually that was what I was thinking. I was like, how do they even break? Like, isn't it just, you know, a pile of silicone? Like, that's one of the most durable substances known to man. But no, you like literally need to, like, sometimes like I don't want to use the word bones, but sometimes like the bones within the doll will break and they have to be reset. It's a little wild. Like, it's a completely different world, but like, you know, I developed more of like a sort of it was written very sympathetically, so I developed an understanding for it. You don't understand human ambition, but yes, that was, it stuck with me. I'm too say-so for this shit, Jinn. That's okay. But yeah, I was just scrolling through Reddit, so saw that Today I Fucked Up, and of course I had, like, when it's got Today I Fucked Up by leaving my copious adult paraphernalia out in my room, I had to read it. And now you know it too, so we're all in this together. Alright. How many did I order? None. Anyway, next question. So to answer your question, not gonna have any darkies or robots because I do not want to end up with them out and about. I've seen what the decline of man is. I actually only own... Wait, no. Sara only owns her own darkie. And she actually bought two, well, no, she has two Sara darkies. One of them she gave to Snack Mama. Because Snack Mama liked the art. I ended up having to go and buy a pillow at the shop. So it is on the pillow though. Is a snake that eats its own tail S or M? A little bit of both, really. Probably more M, you'd say, because you're like feeling... Like, I'd say it's probably more of an M thing. A darkie of yourself seems a little narcissistic. The only reason that I, like, it's not because... Like, it's not like I was like, I'm gonna make a darkie of myself just so I can have it. No. GTF, we actually get a copy of our own merch. So I made a darkie for everyone else, but, like, we get our own copy. We get a copy of our merch sent to us by PRISM. And then I bought one for Snack Mama to have. So, so please don't think that it's because I actually, like, yeah. You get your copy of your own merch, so, and I just wanted, like, Snack Mama really liked the art, so I bought her one. My darkie's actually shoved in me closet. I mean, Sara's darkie is shoved in me closet. I just want to clear the, like, clear any suspicions that Sara created her own darkie that only she owns, just so she could have some sort of, Unfortunately, PRISM merch is like a one and done, really. So, like, that's, I think all PRISM merch is limited time only, correct? We don't sell any consistent merch. Well, if you've got a second hand, I don't know if you want to be touching that one. Yeah, they don't do restocks, so. Yeah, I feel like it's industry standard not to do the, like, to have it all limited time only merch, so. Actually, I did, you know what I did order? I ordered the full set of the, Gen 4 tumblers, and they're currently sitting, I need to get Tenso to deliver them. So, because I ordered a full set of the tumblers so I could have a nice pristine collection just to be like, yeah, to be sitting together. Depends how sexy it is, Nuriko. If it's still safe for work, Sara Sketch is fine. If it's not safe for work, the other one. Sara Darkie gently used, Jinn Darkie violently used. I like an extra Sara one, how much? No, that's for personal use. Actually, no, I could never use it. Like, I was thinking, oh, I could use my tumblers. I could use my tumblers for work. Like, I can bring them in, I could bring drinks in them for work. And then people would ask, like, who's that fucking anime character on your tumbler? And I'd be like, no clue. Like, I can't bring it in. How would I explain it? Oh yeah, it's me. You don't look like that. Oh no. Yeah, of course I know her. She's me. And they're like, what? Just say some random JP name like Sara Nagare. You just got it from a novelty shop. Yeah, it looks at Sara and then Tumblr sees no connection. Yeah, if someone got interest in Google, it's all over. It's all over, Red Rover. No, thank you. Alright, what's the best position? Coiled, stretched out, hanging off a branch like laundry, or something entirely different? Now, I'm gonna be say-so. You know, you could take the opportunity to say something like herder, you know, some sort of sexual position. But no. I think, you know, like when cats do the loaf? That one. That's the best position. Like, so many of you guys, like, heard, I'm gonna say something sexual. People in the chat being like, I'm gonna do the fucking funniest thing ever. Mating pre- How dare you? Yeah, Jinn is not a, Jinn, sex god, is not a sexual creature. Alright, where was I? Here. Jinn, what will be the primary source of large-scale industrial energy production in the future? Hydroelectric, wind, nuclear, tidal, fusion, zero-point energy? What is with these fucking questions? I don't fucking know, and I don't fucking care. Jinn, my friend is recommending me to use snake oil to improve my health. What would your snake oil be the best remedy? You fucking plan on milking me? Like, you're just gonna rub Jinn all over your face, and it's, you know, cure whatever ails you. Oh, this is, the next question's very similar. Hygiene is a rare and mythical white snake. Does your skin hold any medicinal qualities? Asking for my sick friend. Yeah, you rub my skin on you, and it fixes your ligma. Hygiene, what is the correct one? Parma, Parmy, or Parmo, Parmy? I've never eaten Vegemite. Do you think it's worth buying to try it out? Yeah, and just like slather that shit on. The thicker the better. Like, if you've never tried Vegemite, then all you want to do is grab a spoonful of that sucker, and it's like Nutella, it just goes down smooth as a treat. Jinn, mice keep getting into my shed. What's the best way to deal with this? You don't. It's their shed now. Next question. I don't drink coffee. That's not a fucking question, is it? While Sara's at our job, what you doing, Jinn? Did you get a job too? No, I just kind of make a ruckus around the neighborhood. I just look for a warm rock in the sun and I just sit there for a bit and I'm just like, yeah. Okay, one serious one. How do I tell people that I feel lonelier after trying to reach out and make friends and talk to people? Feels like nobody can see the real me IRL, so I just retreat more and more. Like, look, I'm probably not the best person to ask about this because I also, I have been feeling very lonely recently. Like, you know, I still, you know, I say people, I talk to people, but I feel like no one actually sees me anymore. So I don't know. Got nothing. Like, I feel like it is. Like, I was reading something recently on human psychology, as you do, because Jinn loves to read. It was something that you didn't know, real three-dimensional character. But I was reading something in human psychology about how people just, like, you know, they want to belong, they want to have a tribe. That's why people have parasocial relationships, because they feel like they can find that tribe in other people, or in, you know, figureheads, or in, you know, personalities and things. But it's such, like, that sort of, you know, human innate urge to combat loneliness and find where they belong is really overpowering and overwhelming. Don't know how accurate it is, but I hope people have these days have less friends than back then. Yeah, I don't know, like, it is difficult, and I don't have the answer to it. Like, I don't know how you tell people that you feel lonelier. I mean, like, even if you do say I'm lonely into the world, how do you fix it? How do you change it? How do you make friends? How do you find friends? How do you find lasting friends? How do you find friends that are not just friends, but friends that you know on a really deep level? I would like to... Sorry, I need to have some water. My voice is dying now. Oh man, the Jinn voice is hard to do for a long time. Okay. Alright, yeah, it's kind of a toughie. To put it lightly, it's a bit of a toughie. And, like, I don't know, like, I was also, like, when I was thinking about this, like, you know, maybe I try and curb some of the loneliness by, like, through streaming and stuff. Like, you know, I was thinking about this the other day. Like, I can have a incredibly social job, really. Like, this is, you know, one of the most social jobs in the world, and yet I'll still feel lonely. Like, I can talk to 100 people and still feel like no one knows me. You know? So it's tough. Like, I feel like, you know, all the conventional wisdom about dealing with loneliness, I don't know if it really reflects the day and age that we live in. Because you can't be real because of boundaries. Yeah, like, you know, I'm very much aware that the like, you know, you see Sara, you don't see, you know, finger quotes in air Sara. So, you know, I can't even be real with you guys. So, and I'm aware of that. Yeah, the answer is clearly 7 cosplaying real dolls, that's it. So, you know, it's but look, even if this is just a simulacrum of, you know, normal relationship, if this is just, even if this is just, you know, a simulation of what it feels like to have a community and friends, then I'll take it. Yeah, I can see why, you know, VTuber communities can be addictive, because it's like, you know, it is a complicated situation, and real dolls would never lie or betray you. This is kind of, this has got to be it, really. First gotta be comfortable with your inner introvert to start being comfortable with your outer extroverts. Like, I'm hoping that, you know, at work I'll be able to meet people that I develop like closer relationships with. Like, I really miss, one thing I miss having actually is like close female friends. I have a couple, like there's definitely a couple that I do have, but none that, you know, I used to have some female friends that I could, you know, see almost every day, talk to almost every day, discuss anything with. I don't really necessarily have that anymore. I definitely do have friends, but not to the level that I think they know literally everything about me. So, and I miss that. I guess another sort of residual artifact to go into an all-girls school. Is that I miss having close female friends. I mean, Jinn, no. Sara Jesus Christ. Sara misses having close female friends. Jinn, legend that I am. I need time with the boys. Time with the boys. Yeah, since college ended for me, I've gotten used to being a bit of a drifter between groups. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, Jinn's friends with all the ladies, but so I have too many female friends, really. But that's why I need time with the boys. Sewing classes. I don't know. Like, maybe you'd meet like 50-something women. Like, if you're in it to 20-something dude, you're gonna meet some grandmas at the sewing class. But yeah, because it's like there's a difference between, like, you know, friends that you have, because I do have friends and I have good friends, but I think what I really miss is just the, and I know this is probably like, yeah, that high school level of just like friend who knew everything about you and that you saw basically every day, just like literally because you went to the same school. You don't have to share everything about you with anyone, hard life lesson. But like, at the moment, I share nothing about me with no one. Oh, man. Dancing classes weren't for me. I had terrible dancing. I've heard that, yeah, I've heard dancing classes are good for meeting women, especially partner dancing ones, because then they'll just pair you up with a chick, you know? But yeah, maybe you have to have like, be willing to have some level of grooving. You have to schmoove a little. I don't miss high school, I definitely miss college. It was not saying when I realized, man, I have no one to go to this concert with. For me, it's like thinking about like, look, one day, what if I get married one day? Who would be my, like, you know, Who would be my bridesmaids or something? If I had to, if like guns ahead, I had to pick them right now, I'd have no one. Sara, well, Sara actually has to, I mean, like, I'm speaking as Jinn. Yeah. Yeah, too real. Like, I mean, like, maybe men think about it too. Like, who would I choose as my best man? Oh, I don't even have a best man. Like... Yeah, I know. It was only when, like seeing... I saw one of my friends get married last year. And then just, you know... Just seeing her wedding made me think about, like, oh man... It'd be the saddest wedding ever. Yeah, me, myself, and I. You have 3, you can choose the best man, but I can't choose between them. They can all be your best men then. They are the best men. Checking in, hello Sara in chat. That's all good, Sidekin, welcome. Look, I'm probably not going to be able to get through all of these today, lest you want my voice to actually be good enough to stream later on. I have a second stream today, so maybe I'll just read a couple more. Where am I? Before we close up shop. Man, everyone's doing serious ones now. Okay, so the next one. Okay. So, in my past interactions, I realized I gaslit a lot of people and was a bad friend, but some people I used to be friends with messaged me wanting me to reconnect. What if it's the gaslight me they like? Jesus, this is a tough one. I don't know. I mean, maybe that, like, you probably weren't gaslight gatekeeping girl bossing the entire time, right? There was probably still elements that were you. No, apologies, this is a bit close to home, honestly. I think I'll head out and go find somewhere to cry, see you all around. I don't mean to make everyone feel sad about us talking about loneliness, but loneliness is, it's an important thing. I think people are more lonely than ever now. So, I think it's an important topic for us to discuss. I was actually, okay, this is, just to finish on that last note before I talk about gaslight, gatekeeping, girl bossing. I wanted to do, like, a stream looking into loneliness. Like, I wanted to ask chat some questions. I wanted to present some research and some findings. I wanted to, yeah, like I wanted to do some academic research into the concept of loneliness. I'd like to ask chat some questions. I'd like to have a discussion about it. Like that was an idea I had for a stream. Like, you know, the loneliness stream, just talking about it. Why not embrace and find peace and solitude? Is it that hard? I mean, humans are naturally social creatures and we seek and crave those sort of social bonds. But yeah, I think there is also something to said about like developing a comfort with yourself. Like developing, you know, a level of comfort and confidence in being yourself and your own person. And I don't know, maybe in that stream we can talk about, you know, ways and strategies to sort of combat that feeling. I don't want peace, I want problems always. Alright, but back to gaslighting. I don't know, like, I feel like even, you probably weren't gaslight gatekeeping girl bossing the whole time. Like, even though you feel if you want to be friends with them, you should reconnect with them. You should let them back in your life, because then they can see the sort of person you've grown into. They probably because they probably noticed that you were a bad friend back then, and it's not because they liked that. It's because they liked those moments where they saw the real you and you were a good friend. So, if you want to reconnect, if you want to be a good friend to them, then show them how you've grown as a person. Show them that, you know, the friendship is going to be even better now that you are a different person. And if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. But, you know, at least you gave it a go. Alright, don't worry guys, we're getting into the good questions now. Pineapple on pizza is overrated. Anchovies on pizza, yes or no? Anchovies fucking suck. No anchovies on pizza for me, thank you. Blech. I don't know, what do you guys think? Who here is actually into anchovies? I'll take pineapple over anchovies any day. That's it, unsub. No, sorry, Rock. It's my opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one. So, you know, that's just like your opinion, man. Everyone has one and everyone else's stinks. I had pizza with anchovies. Oh, I had pizza with anchovies once and enjoyed it well enough it wasn't blown away or anything. Yeah. I've had anchovies on pizza once and I fucking gagged. Ugh. Pineapple on pizza good. Anchovies on pizza fucking shit. Shit house. Okay. Alright. Hey Jinn. I've been tempted to get a Nick Cage cardboard cutout to have on my window to terrify my neighbours for no particular reason. Can you convince me it is or not a good idea to do so? It's a fucking brilliant idea and I'd love to see it. Like... why? This is an idea that should have been capitalized on yesterday. Yeah, literally, best idea. Just do it. You don't have to. You don't. If this was the sign you were looking for to do it, then do it. Then this is the sign. Like, I'd go for it. Yep. Absolutely. Love it. I have a good 3 kilos of pork belly with skin in my freezer. What should I do with it? Oh man, you could probably, pork belly with skin. Like you can do some sort of, like pork belly style, like ramen, or maybe like a Korean pork belly. You know, you get some crackling with that skin. Yeah, there's a lot that you can do with it. You know, I would just, like, if it's in your fridge, just go ham on all sorts of pork dishes. But like, literally the first thing I thought was about how I had this amazing ramen. Well, how Sara had this amazing ramen with naan in Japan that she told me about, and it had it had like these huge bits of pork belly in it. It's really good. Really good. Yeah, gotta make a pork crackling with the skin. Yeah, don't eat it all at once. Like, definitely don't eat it all at once, but yeah, maybe, yeah, roasting some up could be good. Roasted pork bellies, yep, amazing. Yeah, the crackling would also be mint. Yeah. No, it sounds like a good problem to have. Is the WRX the best Subaru? Yes? I guess? I don't know. I don't know many Subarus. Have you ever developed a savior complex like, oh, I need to help this person even at my own expense? How do you overcome this ultimate act of simpism? Is that even a real word? Has it ever happened to you since? No, I look out for me and me alone. I'm a fucking legend. You know, people fucking suck up the Jinn. I don't know, I feel like, maybe I'm selfish, but my self-preservation usually kicks in and I'm like, well, I'm not going to do anything at my own expense. Help out as much as I can, but it's like, I'm not going to self-sacrifice just so someone else can be a better person. Where does that get me? Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you consider yourself a self-sacrificing person? But like, yeah, I think there's a difference between like doing stuff for other people, which I'm happy to do. Like, I'm happy to do stuff for other people, but like things that are like, when you say at my own expense, like, you know, buying someone lunch, happy to do that. Like, if they don't have any money, happy to spot them for lunch or something. Like, that's at my own expense technically, because it's literally an expense. But I feel like it doesn't actually come at a cost to me. Like, I can make the money back. But like, if it's like, you know, put my own life on hold just so someone else can achieve their dreams or something, then that's a bit too much, you know? Like, you have to think about yourself. So it really depends on like what we're talking, yeah, the scope here. Oh, that's actually a pretty good stream idea, Cypher. Good one, Chipper. Yeah, there's degrees for that. Like, it's nice to do good things for people and to be a good person and to like leave the world a little bit better than what, you know, than you started in it. But if you actively like put yourself down so someone else can succeed over you, then you're not doing yourself any favors. Yeah, that's just my philosophy. All right. I'll do one more. Oh, how do I do this? Select question. So, Monolingual asked, all of my coursework technically has no due date outside the end of the semester. Just how much procrastinating should I permit myself? How do I bring myself to study math? You don't. You just go math schmath, and then you just, you know, go on a fucking wild bender. No, okay. I am a person who thrives on a deadline. If someone gives me like, it has to be done by this date, then I will do it then. If it's open-ended, I'm also one big fucking procrastinator. So it is bender time. Go monolingual. Yeah, get loose. But yeah, look, some people probably have better, like, practice study group, ask the professor. Like, set yourself some deadlines. If you absolutely can't do it without a deadline, then set yourself milestone dates. And, I don't know, you have to incentivize yourself to be punished. Incentivized to be punished. You have to punish yourself. You have to, like, in order to develop that discipline, then, like, you know, you have to destroy something you love. So So if you, like, say, if you do not get this milestone done by this date, the fucking Sara Darky gets it. Or, like, if I don't get it done by this date, you know, I lose... You lose... You gotta lose something. You gotta have something on the line. There's gotta be high stakes. Yeah, you gotta give yourself a Batsu. I reckon. I don't know, how... I was like thinking that you'd stab it with some scissors. I have no idea what the fuck you guys are thinking about. But, yeah, anyway, that's probably what I would do. I'd set myself milestones and I'd give myself Batsus if I didn't fulfill it. Because then, yeah, you gotta build your willpower. If you leave it all to the end, you'll only be kicking yourself. Anyway, I'm gonna end the Q&A there, but thank you everyone for your amazing questions. I'm just like browsing through. Oh my god, there were so many like so many deep questions. Is the universe deterministic or do we have free will? Apotheosis, you're like 12, you don't need to think about that yet. Attempts to wrestle an alligator. Is Sara a good dancer? I'm actually pretty decent, I'd say. I used to do a lot of dance, so I'd say my dancing's alright. I don't know, I'm a bit out of practice now. Just see, 10 size Saras or 1 Sara size Jinn. 1 Sara size Jinn would be awesome. I'd have free transport. Do you fear death? What the fuck? Is it pronounced data or data? It's pronounced data. Some time ago, this girl said she'd choke me if she ever saw me in real life. Is this fixable? I mean, that sounds like a win-win, really. My parents keep pestering me about how I need to get a girl and get married already, but I can't work up the courage to just tell them I don't want to get married and have kids. What should I do? Just tell them I don't want to get married and have kids. I don't know. Is it just like, is it because you don't actually want to get married and have kids, or you just haven't? Oh, this now I sound like your fucking parents. Have you just not found the right person yet? My parents have given up. So just do what I did and have an older brother who is already married with kids. No, wait, I have 4 kids. Wait, yeah, sorry. This is Shane, Davo, Jules, and Frankenfurter. I can't remember the last name. Bazza, maybe? Yeah, hire a fake family. Yeah, you can do what Sara did, and the way her parents don't pester her about any of that stuff is they already have a child who has all of this. So, do you have a sibling? If you have a sibling, then what you can do is you can force them to have, you know, to have a family, have some kids. It takes the pressure off. What if I don't have siblings? You're fucked. You are right fucked. You'll never get out of it. If you don't have siblings, then you are right fucked. Because they're putting all their hopes and their dreams on you. Yikes. Then you've just gotta tell them, sorry, this bloodline ends with me. Just tell them. Yeah, become an anime girl, let's stop asking. They're like, this one's ruined. Do I have any good advice for stonks? Stonks. Yeah, I don't know. Having a sibling really helps there. All I can say is the strat is have a sibling with a family. That helps. Alright. And that was it. That's I'm gonna check if there's any super chats to read. Buy low, sell high. Buy high, sell low. That's my advice for stonks. Invest in snack coin, exactly. Alright, just a couple. We've already talked about the Sara and Jinn tattoo. I don't know much about tattoos, but sounds fucking sick. Sorry for lowering the mood a bit. I'm not used to opening it up, so it all fell out. Glad you didn't read my last one, honestly. It's all good. Don't worry about it. This was meant... I mean, it was a little tongue-in-cheek, the Jinn advice column, but I tried my best where possible. So it's all good, Nuriko. Thank you so much. I did my best where possible. Anyway, Sara's got another stream in like 6 hours? Is it 6 hours? Can't fucking do math. So I'm gonna get some stuff done today. Yeah, good mix of serious and silly. What's the stream? She's playing Control. Would recommend it because Control's a fucking good game. And look, it's Sara. Wow, wowee. Amazing. And look, she's playing Control twice this week because she wants to try and get through it. So I reckon since she's doing the Zatsudan on Thursday morning, she might not do the 30-minute pre-Zatsu before, like, in the afternoon streams where she does 2 a day, because like generally the morning ones are meant to be the Zatsudan and the afternoon ones are meant to be the game. So don't really want to watch Sara, just want more of you, Jinn. Well, look, there might be there's going to be at least one more JINNUARY stream next week, but then maybe I'll be banished away into the corner until another karaoke, we'll see. Yeah, living your best life. Go in that bender monolingual, but also get your math done, okay? Yeah. Alright, Shaky and Nia should be on in 9 minutes each. Who are we feeling? Do you want to watch some Pokemon with guns, or do you want to see The Walking Dead? Those are the options. Yeah, you can only handle so much of me a year. So let me find Nee's stream. It's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up. It's there. Okay, here we go. Alright, send you all on to Nia. Please have some fun with her. Lovely, lovely boy, that Nia. So have a good time. This was Jinn. Not gonna say no, you hang up, because that's that shit's what Sara does. All I'm gonna say is fuck off, legends. Okay, see you next week. Let's go.